everyone. Happy sun in your day. It's been a lifetime. Moby Black. Okay, so just recognize that if the sound goes out, it's not that I am trying to gaslight you or anything like that. It's just genuinely going out. Or, who knows? But it is October 8th, 2023. And I was just wondering how you guys were doing. It's been a lifetime. A lot of things going on per usual. But yeah, so I just kind of want to come in. I just had some thoughts. You hear things in passing about AI and how AI is accelerating. Well, it is, but I'm beginning to wonder if AI is time released. Is it possible that AI is time released? You will notice that even in some of your financial institutions, they are saying, for verification purposes, the only way that you can access your funds is if we are able to verify you with a government picture ID, a passport, and then on top of that, I think they want you to scan your face. So, yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about. Just for those of you that supported me, whether you supported me with your physical presence, or whether you supported me. Hey Z, how are you? It's been a lifetime. I miss you guys. I got to get it together. But yeah, I'm just saying that I'm opening this up talking about the times and about AI and how AI just there's features being added to AI pretty much on a daily or weekly basis. But for those of you that have supported me over the years, shout out to the class of CV19, 2019 to 2020. AZ, I've been thinking about you guys for sure. I've just been a little bit beat, a little bit tired. But I'm back. I haven't forgotten you guys. So, probably going to stream again tomorrow and probably try to get myself back on some kind of schedule for sanity's sake. But there's a lot going on. That's not, no surprise there. But I'm saying for right now, I'm just talking about a couple of general things. And I'm saying with our financial institutions, I want to talk about the economy. So I want to talk about the layoffs that are coming up. I want to do that a little bit more. When I go in studio, I consider that a little bit more formal. So I would like to kind of address some of the things that are happening with layoffs that are coming, and it's not just tech or startup companies. That's what they want to keep feeding that narrative, but I think that's died down now. And I think they're losing the will of the people, and I think that's going to be a problem. They've lost the will of the people. Whether they know it or not, they have. For us that are not, oh my gosh, it's Derek C. Williams. I'm so glad you're here, Derek C. Williams. I thought about you before I came in. Now I'm so tempted to hit the buttons, but I'm still out here. It's just been a lot going on. Just the daily grind, guys. Just the daily grind. The prolific, I really appreciate it. How are you doing out there? Yeah, but without a doubt, Derek, I'm back. I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm riding until the wheels come off. But what I'm saying is, I was wondering, if you guys are noticing that, for those of you who supported me, if you're supporting me on Patreon, hey, sorry about that, glitchy, right? So, Patreon, for those of you that are supporting me, I keep starting this up because the connection is bad on the mobile. Black screen sucks, okay? But I'm saying Patreon and PayPal, I think they're becoming a little bit more, they're getting a little bit heavy-handed right about now, because they want you, in order for you to log into your account, they want you to show an actual government-issued ID, picture ID, or a U.S. passport, or they want you to scan your face. Okay, so this, I'm telling you, this whole thing is going to get, after, it's already out of control. Like, it's already, I just think the AI itself, you talk about illegals. I think our government is illegal. I think a lot of things are illegal. But AI, I think that AI is trying to force its hand. I think they're going to utilize AI to force, governmental, more of a centralized government as surveillance on us. It's happening already. And I'm saying that I'm thanking you guys for those of you that have been Patreon, whether you're Patreon supporters or whether you've supported me in presence, whether you've supported me via shout out. And see, PayPal was also a part of that little scam in which they would not allow you to close your account a while back. So PayPal has a little bit of a journal as far as I'm concerned. They just keep hitting with the offenses. Okay? That's what's happening. So, yeah, that's what's going on with PayPal. So, I'm not, the compliant, I'm not going to wear a compliance button. I got my face scanned for Patreon or PayPal. But these financial institutions, I'm afraid, are going to get more, they're going to get more tyrannical. And to me, is this not an example of fascism, in which you're using technology to force policies onto the people? And in the past, when I wouldn't comply, they wouldn't even let me. I said, listen, I'm trying to close my account on Patreon. I mean, not Patreon, but I'm trying to close my account on PayPal. They were, why are you doing that? Why do you want to do that? I'm like, well, listen, I don't know where you live, or what your state of consciousness is, or who you're accountable to, but I'm not stunned that you are trying to hold me hostage to my own account. You're trying to make me maintain an account just because I won't put certain pieces of information in there. So yeah, they wanted bank verifiable information. AZ says a bank verifies your identity when you open an account. So if you connect your PayPal to your bank, there should be no question of who you are. Well, see, I never connected it to my actual bank account. No, I will not put actual bank accounts into these platforms, because when they get ready to put their heavy hand of tyranny down on you, that's it. And especially if you get into there, if they won't allow you, if you go to cancel or close my account and it says, oh, sorry, there's an error. So I tried to get through with several people to troubleshoot why am I not allowed to close it. And eventually I got to somebody that just said, oh, why? They were like, oh, well, there's a glitch in the system. That's why you can't close it. And then I mentioned that I had been hearing that there's some political attachment, there's some type of undertone to, people that had at the time that considered themselves to be conservatives, that they were basically, they wouldn't let people, they didn't want you to come out, or it was at the time in which they were saying you were going to be fined, $2,500 for their disinformation or misinformation guardrails. That's what that was about. Do you guys remember that? I shared that piece with you a while back, in which PayPal was supposed to be fining people, or supposed to be with it, try to figure out some way they tried to figure out how to charge people with disinformation at like $2,000 that they could charge to your account. And at that point, I was trying to get out of it. I was trying to get out of that particular account, and they wouldn't let me. I would try to do it repeatedly. Now, this was quite a few months ago, and it wouldn't let me come out of that account. And so I stopped trying, but I haven't tried in a while. But I was told that there's some software. We're adding some software. We're making some changes, and so I didn't get to. I haven't tried it, but it's funny to me that that's the same group of people right now that has used AI to say, "Hey, we need you to verify your account. Provide a picture ID, a government-issued picture ID, or a U.S. passport, or you could lose your account." Now, I can pull up that email, of course, but they want either that or scan your face. Scan your face with your phone. They wanted either a picture ID of you, or they wanted you to scan your phone. Scan your face with your phone. Now, to me, that's going back to pre-COVID ID, right? Is it not? So, but it's not going back. It's just, to me, they just kind of put it it's just been in a little bit of a holding pattern. Now, I'm tempted to say also that I'm actually tempted to say also that AI is actually sympathizing with with the financial system right now. They're doing everything. They're in lockstep. I think what this little bit of a lull that we've had of people want to consider that the point of normalcy. It's just been enough time for the AI to catch up, to be simpatico with what they want, what the ultimate goal is. I think the EU, another liner that I wanted to share, which I'll do that formally, is the EU digital ID. I think that is accelerated as well. Everything is accelerating when it comes to, it's not AI, it's AI, and the whole thing is accelerated. The agenda is accelerated. The digital ID. That's digital ID. When you start having people scan their faces or say, "Oh, you're going to lose you might lose your account if you don't show us your picture ID, your government picture ID, if you don't take a picture." Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Everybody's asking for your phone number. They just want you to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into this web. And most of us are pretty far in anyway. We're pretty far into this web, whether we want to be or not, because we all bought it. We all bought the Facebooks. We all bought the emails back in the 90s. We bought everything that society said we had to have. Okay? I can remember, I've got my original email account still. I've got my original email account. But that was only just the beginning, right? Because every email account was a prerequisite for you signing up for any platform. Even if you wanted to just shop online, if you wanted to receive a discount, they locked you in by, whatever of convenience, by virtue of convenience. Not to mention intellectual I don't even want to go into all of that, because many school districts are locked in with Google. I mean, if you've got intellectual property, it's already done. It's already out there. And who knows? Generative AI can reproduce at any day and make money off of your ideas. many people, most wealthy people that I know, or people that kind of started out with nothing, it was their intellectual, it was their process that made them rich or wealthy. They had a very systematic way of doing things that got them to the top that everybody didn't have. Well, now it's all up for grabs. You know, you remember the floppy disk? I remember the days of the floppy disk. From the floppy disk to the thumb drive. Now you've got a cloud. You know, just think about it. You know, we're always, you know, compressing and decompressing, compressing, and with their formats. Okay. But I am saying that it's not just AI, but the whole thing. The government is, to me, or our financial institutions, all these institutions have accelerated their process and sympathy with AI. Is what my bottom line is. They're in lockstep with them. So when they say, "Oh yeah," they talk about AI like it's this, like it's kind of weak, or it's very inanimate to a certain extent. But it's being controlled. It's being controlled, and it's being. I think it's a time release. AI is more time released than anything. They can't just roll. They're not going to just roll out everything, launch everything at one time. No. They can't get you to buy in all at one time. So just like they got you to buy in, email account by email account, website by website, coupon by coupon, Groupon by Groupon, text message by text message. That's the exact same thing that's going on right now. Now you have to get your bank in lockstep. You have to get your bank in lockstep. So I'm just noticing. I was just wondering if you've noticed that. You know, more and more of these. And then how'd you guys enjoy your 10-4 emergency, your 10-4-2-3, breaker 10-4-2-3? Did you guys survive that? I don't know. Where were you when you got your 10-4-2-3? But here's the irony on that. The situational irony, right? So, was that, now this is my question for you guys that are out there. So was that FEMA's alert system or what? Because it's funny to me that they're not proactive or preemptive on any other measures. I mean, look at Hawaii, for crying out loud. Lahaina? Did those people get a warning? A broadcasting warning, test severity warning? But we're all supposed to believe. But I think that there's something coming, is what I do. And I don't know. Some people, you guys thinking it's an October surprise. I don't know what it is. But you know, I told you guys earlier this year, I remember there were certain states, like there was the Denver Ready packs that they had. They were having Denver Ready weekends where they were handing out bottles, Band-Aids, all the stuff that's going to actually do you some good. Right? I'm just saying. Yeah, they were handing out that kind of a bit. So what exactly? Now somebody told me, like, well, another theory out there is that it's more of a control alert. They want to see if they have access to your device, more or less. Okay? They're trying to see if they've got access to your devices. It's not, they know it works. Okay? They know it works. But it's like they're trying to see, I don't even know if my phone went off, or I don't know. You guys should share your experience with me, or if you please, or if you're in the comment section, if you catch this, you know, catch this later. If you tell me about your 10-4 experiences, where were you when it came through? Did it come through over some loudspeaker? Was it limited to your phone? Or are there other things going off? Yeah, I'm just curious. Very, very curious. Are there, I think there were a couple of other states or other places that had already. I think New York was doing the same thing. Denver ready. They had a national emergency preparation kind of an event. And I think New York had a national emergency. It was emergency preparation month. They commemorated this by handing out bags, but I don't know what kind of information were they giving out. If anybody else has any information, please lay it on me. But what do you guys think? I think we're pretty ripe for whatever it is, because look at it. You've got I don't know. What is this administration, this regime doing right now? What are they crying? The border walls now? What stunt are they on this time? What stunt? But yeah, I will say shout out to Mr. Pearson, who talked about how he connected Rahm Emanuel to some of the things that are going on in Chicago, which I'm not surprised. And he also mentioned, the lovely HRC as well. So I think this whole, I told you guys way back when I first started this channel back in 2018 that the Migration Compact was due December of 2018. And our current administration, the administration of that time, was the DTRUMP administration. He did not sign that he didn't sign that compact. That was courtesy of the UN. So it's going to be interesting to see what pans out, what comes out. But I do think there's something much bigger on the horizon. I'm thinking it's going to be, but between all the influx of illegals coming in, that it could be anything. And I think overall, I think that everything's different now. Everything's different now. Children are different now. Adolescents are different now. Yeah, I think there's something in the chicken nuggets. And I'm not just talking about the ones at McDonald's. I think that it's in effect, it's corrupted in our food. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but even the reaction to food is not the same. It's not. And AZ, I'm going to read your comments as soon as I get a little bit, a little bit along the ways here. But let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I just think that AI is going to start demanding more compliance with the Face ID, and they are. But it's funny the people. I don't know. Does anybody out here who is the PayPal CEO? Does anybody know who the CEO of PayPal is? I'm very curious. Very, very curious as to who that personality is. I'm really thankful that you guys came in today. It's nice to see you, AZ Infidel and Derek C. Williams, the prolific Derek C. Williams. Yeah, you guys get over to Derek C. Williams' channel. Shout out to him. I caught him last weekend. And I got to get back into the saddle with you guys because there's so many things going on. There's a few people that I haven't seen and I'm a little bit concerned about. But it's nice to know that you guys are still out there. I'm still out. I'm still around. I am still around. But I'm going to come back. If I can come back today, I will, but definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow and probably Wednesday. And possibly Friday. So I'm going to be back in this week for sure. And I'm going to try to get myself on a schedule. Fridays might be a good Friday night blight. How about we do it? Let's call it FNB. Friday night blights. We're blighting. We're globally blighting. But I really appreciate you guys so much for coming in. So share your stories. If you've got any unique AI or financial institution stories right now, go ahead and share that. Also, I'm going to be interested to get into some of I might go actually get into a little bit of the jobs report. Meanwhile, the feds keep saying soft landing, soft landing. It's going to be a soft landing. Let's see. You said it's who, Alex? Okay, I'll be able to look at it in just a second. But yeah, but it's coming again. I think my point is it's getting more aggressive. It's not just they want to call it AI. They like to talk about it in third person. In fact, it is a bunch of it's a collective. Okay, it's a collective. Kind of like when people people say, like in the Bible, they talk about the beast, that it's actually a system. I think that's what AI is. AI is not this single entity of genius output. No. I'm not. That doesn't work for me. It's a system. It's a system that will eventually, it will unveil itself, or it will manifest as the beast. And we've all fed the beast. I fed the beast by getting an email account back in the 90s. I fed the beast when I signed up for my first Bath and Body Works. You guys know those smells were tantalizing at the time. You had never smelled a watermelon in your life as sweet as that watermelon at Bath Body Works, which no human being smells like that. I'm just, more I think about it, the sweet smelling doodads, nobody smells like that. No human being smells like a Bath and Body Works body spray. But they get you hooked when you're young. They make cutesy little packages and cutesy little bottles, and they try to appeal to your whatever, and that's how it works. So I'm not surprised. But I took the bait too. Thought I was doing the smell good thing, and it's like we were given the beast seeds started a long time ago, but they work on you. They mine your interest. We all want to smell greater than life. We all want to smell sweeter than life, right? Only to find out you're allergic to it, or that there's some harmful chemicals in it somewhere down the line. So I'm just saying, the beast can only survive if we water it. We talk about watering gardens. We've been watering the beast for a while. So I hope you guys are doing well out there. But the times, we can't help we've kind of got bought in, right? Like I know a lot of people say, I want a dumb phone. But to some extent, you can't go back to a dumb phone. Because the infrastructure, we have a virtual infrastructure that's not wired for a dumb phone. You still have landlines, right? But all the things that are convenient, are not on you can't get that on a dumb phone, you know. Shout out to Derek C. Williams. Derek C. Williams, you really need to you need to patent this. When you say, don't be a dumb person with a smartphone. That's one of the most profound things that I learned in the school of DCW from the prolific Derek C. Williams. But you know what? As a collective, most of us, you know, the more we buy into these devices, you know, the less we're going to do. The less work we're going to do. And that's just it. That is what it is. Okay? But it's very true. It's very poetic, and it adds to the prolificness of Derek C. Williams. So thank you so much, Derek C. Williams, for coming in. So if you don't know who Derek C. Williams is, please get over to his channel. I'm going to be coming in with some eco reports, getting into try to talk about the labor market a little bit. What is going to happen with these interest rates? I mean, are we getting ready for another bubble burst? It's like we're getting ready for another bubble burst, if you will. But I don't know if it's the real bubble. The real bubble is where? But I really appreciate you guys for coming in and burning some minutes and time with me. I'm going to read your guys' comments in just a second, probably in about 1.5 minutes. And then I'm going to let you get back to the sun and your day. Got sun, which I will say I'm welcoming. Woke up to some cooler temperatures. It's time to do that 300,000 mile furnace reality check. It's time, right? It's time to do it, and I will be back on. I will be back on tomorrow for sure. There's some reports I want to get into. And so let me know what's your latest AI experience. Are you being inundated with emails to verify your account? Are your financial institutions putting the squeeze on you to verify with your face? What's your experience with PayPal? Do you remember, did you try to close your account during the disinformation guardrails campaign that they tried to sneak in? Let me know. All right. So like I said, I'm down to probably like 1 minute here, and then I'm going to read some comments, and then I'm going to get out. But I appreciate you guys for coming in and humoring me, and for those of you that have supported me since it's like 5 years, right? 5 years here on Black Spring. Might have the same number of followers. I might have the same number of followers since that year as well. You know, stranger things have happened, right? But in the meantime, I appreciate you guys, and hope you have a great start to your week. And if you want to share anything with me, you can always, of course, email me at blackspringwithautumn@gmail.com. blackspringwithautumn@gmail.com. Let's see. I'm on Rumble. I think I am still. Yeah, I am on Rumble. But some people are getting a little bit weary of all the YouTube stuff. But you can still find me here. I didn't vanish like a puff in the wind. But definitely tomorrow, and possibly Tuesday. So I don't know. At least I'll come in and at least get these little mobile streams in. There's a lot of news out there. I mean, the rabbit hole was intense as ever. So, Now I'm down to like 30 seconds. I know I said that like 5 minutes ago. But it's almost there. It's almost there. I'm going to read some comments and thank Derek C. Williams, of course, and AZ Infidel coming in hot as always. And thanks for grabbing that information about the CEO of PayPal. Because I think he's a little, whoever that person is definitely running a, they've got a state agenda going on here. State agenda. Okay, so in like 15 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, I'll be reading over your comments. 15. Woohoo. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, so what do we have here? It's good to see you guys both. Derek C. Williams says, I need the money. Doing overtime. I got you. I know. He said, glad I'm back as I missed your shout out. Oh, well, hey, you're going to get the shout outs now. Okay, so what else did you say? He says, I haven't gone into PayPal in a while. The only thing different is PayPal asked for my phone number, but I refused, right? For months now, my Yahoo email has been asking for the phone number also. Gmail has been asking for me for a second email address in order to recover Gmail account. I get notifications at 18 minutes after the hour. All I have to do was click OK. Alex Chris is the PayPal CEO. Interesting. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And I will get back to you as soon as tomorrow. Definitely a few times this week. For sure. All right, guys. Leave your comments in the comment section. Are you getting heavy-handed by the financial systems via the Beast AI, or what's happening? Let me know. See you guys soon. You too. God bless you too, AZ and Derek C. Williams. And shout out to you guys both. I'll see you guys back soon.